It all comes down to this. The grand final of the International Cup of Joy 2025 kicks off as Bengaluru FC take on DBSS Rajendran Football School. And what has been an exciting 4 days culminates in the grand final at the sports school in Kanakapura. 3 days of intense league football, a morning of really close semi-final matchups, and it all comes down to this. Bengaluru FC, who finished top of the group, winning all 6 of their games and then the semi-finals as well, take on DBSS, who defeated Shinvi Deccan in the semis and made sure to set up another battle with Bengaluru FC. In the league stage, DBSS finished third thanks to their goal difference being just 1 goal less, or 2 goals less than Shinvi Deccan. Both teams finished on 12 points. South United finished on 10 and they lost to BFC earlier on in the day in the semi-final.
Okay, done.
And there are the teams taking the pitch for one final time in the International Cup of Joy. BFC in the blue, Dream Big Rajendran Football School in the red this time. And a few dignitaries coming out to meet the players as well. Both teams have played 7 matches and this is their 8th within the span of 4 days. Quick meeting with the players as they now meet each other. You can hear the BFC chants. Don't count out DBSS. They have been good as well. We'll have one quick group picture by the looks of it as well. I'll just take you through the lineups as we get that final picture in. For DBSS, you've got Sharon, Kalya Permal, Thanglen Joy, who's been amongst the goals, Leng Min Thang, who's also been amongst the goals, Leng Gung Hao scored quite a few, Kam Boygin, Kipjen, Nandhu scored a few too, Zahid, Nia Khan, Imtiaz Ali, and Kavin Pandi. That's their starting 11. On the bench, you've got Vineet, Songsit, Rohit, Tasin, another Kavin, and Anthony. For BFC, starting with Jordan, Neil, Ratul, Kostab, Rangbek Sekho, Asif, Karthik, Tuboy, Naurem, Shaurya and Mitay. And my name's Liam. Pleasure to take you through a few of the league games over the last 4 days and now the final as well. And on the bench for BFC, we've got the likes of Anirudh, Arav, Pranav, Kanav, Ved, Shayan, Sankit, and Amom. So there you go. The starting lineup for BFC. Quite a few of them on the score sheet throughout the tournament. Really talented players taking center stage at the International Cup of Joy. And for DBSS, this is the lineup. Anglen Joy, Kong Sai, Lengung Hao, Kip Jen, all of them really important. Nandhu as well. Final team picks, individual ones this is. So there we go, all the formalities out of the way. All set for what should be a cracking final. So there we go. 23 matches played. It comes down to the 24th one. Bengaluru FC take on Greenbridge Soccer School in the final of the International Cup of Joy. And that Cup of Joy will go to one of these two teams after 4 days of grueling football, entertaining football. With 7 teams participating, it all comes down to these two. Had a bit of a rest after the semi-finals. BFC won just 1-0 versus South United. Asif on the score sheet for that one. And then DBSS beating Sringvi Deccan by 2-0. Kong Sai and Kip Jen on the score sheet for them. So clean sheets for both teams as they set up the final. DBSS will be looking to try and get a bit of revenge after losing in the group stage to BFC. Of course, all 7 teams playing each other, and then the top 4 qualified for the semi-finals. The coaches also getting involved. And it's been such an enjoyable 4 days as BFC tried to create the first proper chance of the final. A couple of challenges come in, but eventually ball was retained for a while, but now it's been lost. who gets the first goal will be really important. Three minutes played. All the league games were 20 minutes a half. This final will be 30 minutes a half. So a bit more time to get in the game, but 20 minutes more when it comes to managing the fitness and stamina and concentration, of course. That is so important, especially after you've played 4 days of football competitive stuff. Here come BFC down the left hand side. Not the best of crosses. Well dealt with by the defense. Good defensive shape there from BFC. That ball straight to the keeper. The drums are out. Spectators are watching. This is a Sunday, of course, so all of the students from the school, the sports school where we're playing, who have been gracious hosts, they are coming out and watching the games too. That cleared away, 50-50 ball, headed nicely. As BFC have had a bit more of possession in these first few minutes. Chance now, but again, good defensive work. It was yesterday that Rengbik Seko scored in the 9th minute to hand DBSS a loss. It was the last game, league game for both the teams. Nice left-footed strike from him. Yesterday BFC wore blue and DBSS wore blue and yellow. Today they've reversed it. And of course DBSS will want to reverse the scoreline as well. Reverse the fortunes. Bit of space now. Well dealt with by the defense. Good tackle there. To get it out though. Motivating stuff from the coaches, which you need at this level, at this age group, under 14. Just the start of some glittering football careers for these youngsters. And a fantastic opportunity playing in tournaments like this. I've streamed on YouTube. Two big names in Indian football, two bigger than BFC. Senior side have won it all in the Indian game. Because DBSS doing well to go pound for pound, kick for kick with the best. Nice feint inside. But no pass available, no progressive pass at least. Tried to play some kind of attacking pass but didn't work out there for DBSS. You get the feeling that because there's a little bit more time in the game, that's a pass-through opportunity. Asif, keeper comes and clears. Could have collected it, and it was a bit of a mistake, but now it's okay. You get the feeling that because it's a 30-minute game that both the teams are just easing into it. Usually it's 20 minutes, you've got to try and get a goal as soon as possible. But here you've got your time, you can play around with the ball, you can get everybody getting their touches together. Here come BFC again, pass straight to the defender though. Now they're trying to pick the lock of the defense. Nice ball through, chance here for BFC, and they've scored! And the crowd erupts, and as always, an intricate move from the Blues gives them the early lead in the grand final. What a wonderful piece of play there. Asif played it through to Jordan Paul, who hit it through the keeper's hands. Could have been saved. But that's a huge goal for BFC. Worthy of a goal because those passes were really good. They tend to take the lead early in games and then just keep on with the possession, building it as much as possible, striking whenever they can. And Jordan Paul, the little man for the big occasion. Seen some really special goals from BFC. They play like a team. Even in the semi-final, it was Asif who scored. This time he set up. DBSS scored a couple of really good team goals in the semi-finals themselves, but they haven't really come alive in the final yet. 10 minutes have been played. Asking for a foul there, I don't think they'll get it. The 10 minutes in, 11 minutes now. DBSS yet to create a chance of their own. Under the pump already. Chasing the game in the final already.
Sir, battery tanko battery. Anna, room alone battery ಇದೆ ಕೊಡಿ.
Need a bit of that individual brilliance as well. We speak so much about the team goals, but even through individual strikes. Couple of runs down the right hand side, not working for BFC right now. Found a lot of space when they played those passes. DBSS defense usually solid, allowing them to go through, allowing them to play that fun. Dropped well and created that space behind him. And there's a chance again. Shot taken. Good save this time from the keeper. Jordan Paul heavily involved in the opening minutes of this final. Few of the other teams also watching on. First kick, School of Soccer. Second kick, Ghaziabad. And the host team, the Sports School, three of those teams didn't make it to the semi-finals, but did their part in what has been a really impressive tournament. Speaking of which, here's Jordan again, cuts inside, plays it through. Final touch of a red shirt, that should be a corner. Here come BFC again. Decent delivery, goes beyond all of those jumping defenders and attackers, and then cleared away eventually by the red shirts. Really nice work there to keep possession from Leng Gung Hao. Almost halfway through the first half, all BFC for now. As they progress towards the right hand side this time. Cross comes in. Beyond the first man, Jordan can keep it in. Should be another corner. In fact, it's not been given as a corner. They're pretty disappointed about that, the BFC boys. Defensively so good BFC. We speak about the goals they've scored and how relentless they've been up front. But defensively they have been really impressive as well. Scoring 23 goals but conceding just the one. That is incredible. DBSS, and this was in the league stage, so make that scoring 24 plus now the semis and finals, so scoring 26 and conceding just one goal. BFC. DBSS coming into this match scoring 24 but conceding 7, so add one to that, 8 now. So you know what they say, goals win you matches, defense win you championships. This watertight defense, BFC might, well, if they do keep a clean sheet here, then they surely will win the title. And the only goal they did concede was that absolute cracker from Musharraf from Srini the Deccan. 35 yards out, free kick, which not much could be done about from a goalkeeping standpoint, or a defensive standpoint, that is. Happy to keep the ball for now, BFC. That time a poor pass. Well read by DBSS. And now there could be an opportunity. Shot is taken, it's over the top, but at least there was an attempt. That's something that they will at least gain a bit of confidence from. Ball could have been held a little bit, waiting for somebody to help, but they're playing very deep here, DBSS. That's why even if they win the ball, they don't have enough players to come out and build an attack. That will be another corner. There they come again. Decent delivery, go for the flick. Played back towards the corner taker. Well headed away. Chance to clear. That's a push from Jordan. Gives away a free kick. It's nice to see the drums out. The supporters cheering for BFC. I've called quite a few of their games at the youth level, under 7s, under 9s, and now under 14s as well. Of course, one of the top academies producing really good footballers. Another run down the right, this time to no avail. Oops, that's a bit of a high boot. Yellow card shown. Of course, it was an accident. Teko's the one who gets the yellow. Boot to the face. Hopefully, it's not too painful and too serious either. All good by the looks of it. And Seiko apologized instantly. So 20 minutes played. Normally this would be half time, but 10 minutes more. Asking for handball. No, says the ref. Few frustrated figures here from DBSS. That'll be another high boot. No. Flying challenges coming in. That is unnecessary. And that should be a yellow card. It's not what you want to see. A bit of frustration. I think it was Bharanitharan. And now another yellow card. They're losing the plot here. DBSS. Yellow card to Nandu. We've got to keep their cool here, DBSS. Otherwise, they're already under the pump. They're already 1-0 down. They don't want to be a man down. Have a bit of a cooling break before we move towards the last few minutes of the first half here in the final of the International Cup of Joy. So far, BFC leading thanks to a goal from Jordan Paul, the number 10, the skipper for the Blues.
He correct.
A bit of hydration and a few tactics as well for DBSS and BFC. So a few fluids, a few tactics, and we're all set to go for the last few minutes of the first half. So quite a long cooling break. Should be ready to go now. Long ball play. DBSS yet to create a chance. 5 minutes plus extra time, added time in the first half. It's a decent run, but the pass didn't come in. They're trying to score from those sorts of areas. Not easy. Usually their passing game is really good. Again, another shot comes in. Comfortable take for the goalie though. Nice pass down the right. Good defensive header before the ball could be played towards the likes of Jordan. His goal is separating the teams right now. Apologies for those technical difficulties. A few more minutes left in this first half. BFC would love another goal before halftime. DBSS, of course, will be desperate for an equalizer as soon as possible. Nice and sunny on this Sunday, the final day of the International Cup of Joy. Last minute before we have a bit of added time. DBSS not being able to create anything substantial with a bit of the possession that they've had. Oops, it looks like the ball has. That'll be a bad one. In fact, it's a clash of heads. Hopefully, they'll be fine. Clash of heads, never good. Instantly, a few people just checking if everything's okay. Of course, a few wide faces. Clattering header from behind. I'm not sure who was the one who went down and it stayed down. That was the boy who got the brunt of the impact. Ratul was the one who just headed into him. That's good to see. A round of applause, which means that he should be fine. Don't know if he will continue though. Could be Costa, I think, who sustained that head injury. Hopefully, he will recover soon. In fact, there is Costa, the number 20. Either ways, That's a bit of a dampener, but we'll be hoping that there's no serious injury there, no concussion. Last few minutes before we break for half time as well. He's getting checked again. I don't know if it should continue. It was quite a bad clatter to the head. Of course, they will go through the concussion protocol. The coaches seems to be moving fine. And hopefully, it wasn't as bad as it looked. As a youngster, of course, he'll want to play on. All of us would want to. And a few more checks, I'm sure they'll take at the halftime break. Nicely kept in play there. Here come BFC trying to make it a 2-goal lead. Cross comes in, not dealt with. Here's Jordan. Just bounced a little too high before he could take that shot. Nice work there from Neil. Smashed up field. Just waiting for half time here by the looks of it, both the teams. Nice move. Down to the left hand side now, BFC. Cut back towards Jordan, sets it up. This is a great move. But then, just in the nick of time, a clearance comes in. Not the best of passes, 35 minutes played. Jordan plays it wide. Chance for a cross. And now another shot. In fact, 35 minutes is the minutes per half in the final. So now we're into added time. Nice work there from DBSS. Trying to put the ball through. Not the best of clearances. Now they can get it away though. DFC looking for another goal. Decent ball from Neil, but had to be cleared away. Another couple of jumps for a header. Already seen a big clash. Don't want any more of that. Smashed upfield. Bit of a push there. Don't think it'll be a foul. DBS just not finding any space so far. Good challenge. Just running into the player though. And finally, we come to a close in the first half. A great move from BFC, resulting in a goal from Jordan Paul in the 9th minute. That is what separates the two teams in the final. Still a bit of treatment being given to Costa, but hopefully he'll be fine. And we'll slip into a short breather and be back for the second half. But for now, it's a 1-0 lead to BFC against DBSS. So that's what we're playing for, the International Cup of Joy. A few nice mementos as well, a few individual awards. And as things stand, that might be going to the BFC side unless DBSS can mount a comeback. It's a 1-0 lead for Bengaluru FC. A few Prima boxes as well, part of the sponsors. Exciting prizes to play for.
Start.
So here we go, a shot from a distance. Kind of shows the intent that DBSS will play the second half with. They have to. 35 minutes is a long time though for BFC to hold on as much as they can. Don't know if one goal is enough. Usually it has been for them. They had a couple of one goal victories. Last minute winner from Tuboy versus the South United side. 1-0 victory versus DBSS. Yesterday, 1-0 victory in the semis versus South United. And now it's a 1-0 lead. So they have been able to do that. They also won by 2-1 versus Srinidhi Deccan. Apologies to connectivity issues, but we're back live. 4 minutes gone in this second half. That's a nice move from BFC. An off the ball challenge, which will be given as a foul. Might even be a yellow card. bit of a warning from the ref, so he doesn't give a card. Seco, who scored the winner yesterday versus DBSS in the final league game, sets up this free kick. He'll be looking for a good ball into the area. In fact, he goes all the way for a shot. That's a decent attempt, but was always off target. "70-minute matchup as compared to the 40 minutes that we've played all these days. Really takes a toll, especially after playing 7 games in 4 days. To play a 70-minute game is not easy." Offside flag goes up. Nice move though from BFC. They need to create a chance here, DBSS. Haven't given it their all so far. They've played a lot better in other matches. But against BFC, they're just not playing their natural game. And of course, credit to BFC for that. Not allowing them to play their natural game. Not allowing them to attack with the precision and the flurry that they usually do. BFC, on the other hand, happy to slow the game down, to keep possession as much as they can. That'll be a foul. Maybe another long ball into the box this time. Decent delivery, and that should be a goal. I think Seiko got a touch on it, but what a wonderful ball all the way through. And that could be not only the game, but the cup for BFC. What a fantastic ball through. I'm not sure if Seiko eventually got a touch. Let's take another look. He might have. Not too sure. Only he will know actually. Fantastic ball from, I think, Shaurya Veer Verma. The number 6, here's another opportunity. Nice move. Chance to shoot. Blocked. Looking to put the final nail in the coffin here, BFC. There's the pass on for Shaurya Veer if he wants to play it. In fact, there were 2 passes. He went for the right hand side, but didn't time it to perfection. As compared to that long ball, which was a beautiful ball through. So a substitution taking place there for DBSS. It's now or never if they want to get back into this game. Not played the best of finals yet, but there's still a lot of time. Every challenge, every ball won is going to be cheered by the BFC side. This next 20-25 minutes can be the best and also the most nerve-wracking for BFC. When you're leading in finals, it feels amazing, and then a bit of nerves start to creep in. Another move on the left-hand side. Cross is blocked though. Ten minutes played in the second half. The Blues are running away with it right now. A lot of defending from BFC, not giving an inch to their opponents. That's how you've got to play in a final. With passion, with intensity, with hunger. And that's what this BFC side has shown. They will be invincibles if they can go through this game. They've already won 7 in a row. This would be 8. How special would that be to win the league? Or rather go to the league with 6 wins in a row, then the semis, then the final. 8 wins in a row at any stage is a fantastic feat if they can manage to complete it. DBSS forced backwards, no real chances so far for them. That's a poor pass. BFC almost win it back, good turn though. And look at how quickly the blue shirts come back into shape. Credit to the players for showing their energy and to the coaches for inculcating this kind of work ethic and the tactics. You have to be the best to play for BFC at any level, and these young boys are showing that they are. "48 minutes on the board, on the clock rather. Within the next 10 minutes, DBSS need to get one back if they have a chance. And Shaurya, using his strength and his speed, good challenge. A fantastic tackle coming in. Shaurya was on his bike. That challenge coming in from Nia Khan. Shaurya, who's had a really good second half, even in the first. Seko shoots! What a save! That goal was credited to him, the second one. He almost put the game to bed with an absolute blinder. Opened it up for himself nicely, curled it well. Good save though from Kevin Pandey. Jordan using his quick feet. Fantastic work from him. Keeps possession. Oh, that's a lovely nutmeg and a cross. Seco on the rebound. Very well blocked. Just before it could go towards the keeper, who might have been beaten. But that nutmeg from Jordan was sublime. They're turning it on here, BFC. I think handball called. Oh, brilliant stuff from Jordan Paul. And then Seco's shot might have been saved by the keeper, but defender taking no chances, making a really good block. That's good from the referee, just giving those two players a talking to. Oh, now a few pushes, unnecessary stuff. It's been a good final. And now they're starting to fight with each other, which is not what you want to see. At the under 14 level, so your temper is brewing. Sort of some coaching staff getting sent off yesterday after one of the games. The referee has a word once again to make sure that this doesn't get repeated by any of the players. So everything under control as we move into the final 16 odd minutes of this final. So far in the control of BFC. That's a decent ball over the top. Starting to rain here. Can this match be a bit unpredictable? Check the weather. Sunny one time. That's another foul. Unnecessary challenge from behind. Another sunny sometimes, then it's raining. Yellow card shown to another DBSS player. Rain beating down a little harder now. Then the sports school Kanakapura. Fantastic sporting facility. Takes pride in its sports and studies curriculum. That's a nice chance here for DBSS. Shot is wide. I think there was a touch on it. Very good defensive work. That would be a corner. This is better from DBSS. They've got a bit of fire in their belly now, I think. The fight is on. Cross comes in from the corner. Header. Get away off the line. I don't know if it was going in though. And now BFC on the counter. Want to try and move forward. This is good pace from Neil, but the defender gets there in time and clears it away. Very close to pulling one back there, DBSS. Firstly, that chance and then off the corner, but now they've given possession away. Challenge comes in, that'll be a free kick just outside the area. Just put themselves into a bit of a pickle there. Seko likes to shoot from there. He does shoot straight into the hands of the keeper. He didn't waste any time. Shoot with the right and left foot, which is super impressive. I mentioned the benefits of that yesterday. Time for a cooling break before we head into the final portion of this grand finale. Still 2-0 to BFC. Seiko getting the second goal after Jordan Paul got the first. DBSS need to change things if they're to come back into this final. One final water break, hydration break before we get into the last few minutes of this final. We need some inspiration in this team talk to the DBSS side. This is the 24th game of the International Cup of Joy. 7 matches each day in the league stage, and now 3 today. Credit to the organizers and everybody involved, of course. Been a tough 4 days, but so many memories made, so many stars born. So into the last few minutes, it's still 2-0 to BFC. No matter how much pressure DBSS are putting on them, they are holding on to this lead. One final push required from Dream Big Soccer School unless they want to settle for second place, which is always a good finish, but of course, got to give it a go. They played so well to get into this final, but just haven't performed. Oh, that's a really good win back from Seiko. He has been superb. As I said, whenever DBSS push forward, when you think they have a sniff, then they are stopped in their tracks by the BFC side. Spare thought for the losing semi-finalists as well. Shahidi Deccan and South United, who bowed out in the semis today. Also played really well to get into the top four. It's been quite a feisty final as well. But two good goals, one from a set piece and one from open play from BFC. Looks to be the difference. Looks to be the telling blow in this International Cup of Joy final. 2025. Where of the pizzazz with which DBSS reached the final just hasn't been there because BFC have been so consistent at shutting them down. "70 minutes played into the final few. DBSS looks like they have resigned to the fact that it won't be their day. Chance there for Seiko to play through. Sorry, Avir. There's it. There's a lot of space. This could be number 3 for BFC. Jordan Paul takes a shot. He had a chance to pass to Asif, but didn't. And I was talking about moments in a final when you're leading. This is the best moment. When there are a few minutes left and you're just waiting to start celebrating with your teammates. This was a shot from Jordan. Keeper read it quite well. That Coven was had a decent game. Couldn't do much about the goals. The Blues look like they will be running away with this one. And they have been the best side in the International Cup of Joy, no doubt. And kudos to the other teams for giving them a battle. Awkward ball. Keeper claims it. They only conceded 1 goal in 8 games. They want to keep a hold of that record. Would have gone 8 games without conceding if not for that strike from Musharraf. And there it is, the winning moment for Bengaluru FC. 8 matches, 1 on the trot. 8 matches where they've swiped aside their opponents. And they are the champions of the International Cup of Joy. DBSS Soccer School will finish runners-up. Well played to them. But on the final day, it is all about the Blues, who have blown DBSS away. And to be honest, if you can sum up this International Cup of Joy, if I can sum it up, the Blues blew everybody away. But what a tournament. What a pleasure to call the games of these under 14 players who are the bright future of Indian football. Goals from Jordan Mobin Paul and Rengbek Seko in the 9th and 44th minute give BFC a 2-0 victory in the final over DBSS Rajendran Football School. And as the celebrations will go into the evening, and as the Blues from Bengaluru celebrate, we will bid you goodbye as well. It is great to see the appreciating everybody, just like the senior team does. Thank you everybody for coming out and watching and supporting and cheering them. And that's what champions do, and they are the champions. The great celebratory scenes here in the under 14 International Cup of Joy. And of course, lots of joy spread over the 4 days here at the Sports School Kanakapura. So that is all from me, Liam. Thank you so much for watching the International Cup of Joy as Bengaluru FC are your champions. Congratulations to them.
ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಹಾಕೋಬಿಡಿ. ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಸರ್, ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ. ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ಗೆ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಹಾಕೋಬಿಡಿ. ಇದು 200 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೋಬಿಡಿ. ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅದ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಬೇಡವಾ?
repeat, I request all the players, parents to your kind attention towards the closing ceremony of International Cup of Joy.
Enough.
I request all the players, parents and audience to kindly gather for the International Cup of Joy closing ceremony. Over the past 4 days, we witnessed extraordinary football and brilliant teamwork from these young talents who represent the future of the beautiful game. Today, we come together not just to celebrate the champions, but to honor every single player, coach, referee, parent, and the partner who made this tournament a grand success. Let's begin the celebration with a huge round of applause for all the teams who took part in the International Cup of Joy 2025.
I would like to invite Mr. Joy Gabriel, founder of International Cup of Joy, to come forward to start our presentation ceremony. To make this moment even more special, we are honored to have with few distinguished guests of honor of day. Our first chief guest is Mr. D. Saravanan, founder, and Mrs. P.T. Saravanan, co-founder of First Kick School of Soccer. And I welcome our second chief guest, Mr. Maulik Sharif, General Manager Operations, D Sports School. And our third chief guest is Mr. Abhijit Tiwari, founder of Second Gate Ghaziabad FC. And I welcome our final chief guest, Mr. Jack Philip, Head of Academy Operations, Bengaluru FC.
A tournament of this scale is never possible without the support of our partners and sponsors who stand firmly behind the vision of youth football. We take this moment to recognize and thank them to the invaluable contribution to the success of International Cup of Joy 2025. May I invite Mr. Saranan to represent to our media partner. Please welcome Mr. Varun Chandra, founder and CEO of NBN Sports.
And finally, the host for ICOJ 2025 for making this competition possible. Please welcome Mr. Maulik Sharif from the Sports School. Now, let us take a moment to acknowledge an important group of people without whom this competition would not have been possible. Our referees, I would like to invite Mr. Ananda, Mr. Shankar, Mr. Sudarshan and Mr. Lakshit Vinay to come forward and receive their medals.
And now, it's time to celebrate some exceptional individual performance to light up this tournament. These awards recognize skill, hard work, and the spirit of football. I would like to invite Mr. Joy Gabriel, founder of International Cup of Joy, to forward to represent these awards for the brilliant saves and rock-solid performance between the posts. The Golden Glove award goes to Karthik K from Bengaluru FC for printing the most clean sheets across the tournament. For finding the back of the net more times than anyone else. The Golden Boot Award goes to Mr. M. Mushraf from Srinidhi Deccan FC for scoring 13 goals across the tournament. For consistently outstanding performance and influencing games with sheer quality, the best player of the tournament is Jordan from Bengaluru FC.
Football is more than just winning. It's about represent and sportsmanship. The Fair Play Award goes to the team with 0 yellow cards with the whole competition. First Kick School of Soccer from Coimbatore. Mr. Joy Gabriel will present a ICOJ official match ball signed by Indian national team player Brandon Fernandez to the team.
Now, I would request Mr. Joy Gabriel to share a few words with us.
Good evening, parents, staff from the school. I'm keeping players last because I know that they are already dead. I have a separate way of appreciating them. I basically met most of the players, spoke to them. We killed the players basically with the tournament, for which I have to apologize. The players played 8 games, and when we did the schedule, I was so sad myself that, that we are overloading the players. But at some point, I think that all the players who played this competition will take a lot of memories. And when I speak of memories, there are so much it can elaborate into. One can be the good and the other can be the harsh ones. So a message to all coaches is, in future, the competitions you participate and the same competition if you participate again, try to encourage, motivate your kids and push them to do better. And finally, this is not a World Cup. It's a tournament which gives you matches. Enjoy football and stick to equal age, because I always would want to emphasize, but I can't take people to, put you behind bars. So let's stick to equal age and let's make this competition better in the future. Congrats and thanks to all participants, fans, housekeeping, sanitation and all the school members. Thank you again.
Every great finale has two teams that give their all. Two teams came very close and showed enormous spirit throughout the tournament. Please put forward hands together to the runners of the International Cup of Joy 2025 Dream Big Soccer School.
And now, the moment we all have been waiting for. It's time to crown the champions of International Cup of Joy 2025. But before we invite them, we request the runner-up team to form a guard of honor. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join me in welcoming the champions of the International Cup of Joy 2025. And the winner is Bengaluru FC.
Thank you once again, all of you. With this, we conclude this year's tournament. And for the teams which have spoken to me about players, and to Reliance, which is our scouting partner, the match sheets we will send across. The medals for the winners and runners, they will give it to you. And if anything, you can always feel free to reach out to Bishesh, who will be in touch with you until you reach home safe. Safe travel to all the traveling teams, and good luck to all the teams from Bangalore in your future calendar. Thank you.
ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ